Hello and welcome to Business Reporter's Digital Transformation Campaign. I'm Ashley Blake. Now, companies across a range of sectors and industries are undergoing digital transformation processes that stand to make their services more efficient and cost-effective. But many employees feel inadequately prepared to rise to the demands. Some lack the confidence to engage with new technologies such as cloud. Others are used to long-standing ways of working, and the thought of disruptive change unnerves them. But businesses who resist this transformation and who do not fully grasp the benefits it can bring to their performance and to the quality of the services they offer risk falling behind. So, can they be convinced that new skills in digital tech are to their benefit? And how can they be sure that what seems like to be an onerous process will in fact be transformative, both for the individual who develops new abilities and for the growth of the business as a whole? Digital transformation has had a profound effect on businesses everywhere. For many, it's brought major benefits to the way they operate, yet others have struggled. Why is this so?
So the business who have struggled, I think one of the key reason is, the business logics were not clearly defined. Many of the time business, overemphasize on technology rather than focusing on the business objective. And I think the second reason is not having the right skills within the organization. So while an organization is going for a digital transformation, a company will invest on the software, the application. But if the process and people are not up to the mark, we have seen very often, the business objectives are not met. Either the project are scrapped or it takes much longer time to attain the objective.
The shift in working patterns as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic has made clear the urgency with which employees need to be upskilled. But various issues, lack of confidence in digital technology, rigid ways of working, have provided some resistance to this. What might happen to those businesses who continue to avoid the upskilling process?
What it leads to is loss of business. Now, there could be many reasons for that, but let's take a scenario. If the employee, they don't have the right skills, they can't do their job efficiently, right? So for an organization to launch a service, it will take more time, or if I don't know how to use the tool correctly, the application which is developed may not function correctly. So it's a compromise either on the quality or a time, or in certain cases both. So what it leads to a loss of a customer or a business, right? So that's what we are looking at it eventually.
You see individuals, the systems, operators, security technicians and so on, as vital to the evolution of businesses, perhaps more so than the various digital tools and platforms developed to enhance performance. Why is this?
So how we look at it, it's an individual which contributes to a team, which contributes to an organization. So if an individual is not having the right skill, the efficiency or the ability to contribute to the team will go down. It can lead to different kind of a problem, different kind of issues. In the end, it will affect the overall delivery capability of a team, which means a business will have the quality issues.
Tell us what it is you do to help businesses undergoing digital transformation.
Our focus area is people. So when we look at the digital transformation for any organization, there are three areas: platform, which is the software, tools, application, the process, and the people. So in Spectrum, we focus on the people. What we do is basically we work with the company, help them in terms of upskilling or reskilling the employee to ensure the employee have got the right skills so that they can do the job efficiently. Because one of the major challenge what we see, not just in IT but I think in most of the job market, is the gap between the skills what organization is looking at and then the current skills of the employee. So this is what we do. We fill the gap between the skills what employee has got versus what business is expecting.
What does your focus on the individual do to the wider business?
See, when we focus on an individual, if the individual has got the right skills, eventually the individual can do a better job. What it means, the team can perform better, and if the team can perform better, eventually the business will perform better. So though while we focus on an individual, it's a contribution of an individual, a better contribution from an individual means a business can perform better. So eventually, business will see the result of it.
Surely the market is full of companies like yours offering training in digital tech. Why are you any different?
Yes, you're right when you say there are thousands of the company who are into the training space. So when we look at our approach to training is a consultative based approach where we work with the customer in terms of understanding their business need with respect to the skilling. In certain cases, we also offer skill gap analysis as a services to the customer. So what we do for a customer in skill gap analysis, capture the existing skills of the employee, map it against the skills what organization is looking in the future. It might be short-term objective or it might be long-term objective. Based upon that skill gap analysis result, we develop the learning journey or learning path for the customer, and depending upon the employee type, recommend the different learning method for the individuals or the team, and eventually do the delivery. So I think these are some of the key differentiator. Besides that, I think another key differentiator what we started offering to our customer is the digital learning platform. So the customers have the flexibility to use our digital learning platform to consume or learn the digital content at their own speed, while some of the learners or some of the customer might come for the classroom training or what we call instructor-led training. So I think these are the key differentiator. The bottom line, at the end of the day, we are into the service industry. So the service industry, it's all about the kind of a quality. Besides the tool, the consultative approach, what also matter a lot is the kind of people we have in the organization. So some of the trainer in our organization, they come with a rich experience, implementation experience. So when they train the customer, they are able to give right example, do a much better job as compared to many of the other instructors in the industries.
Upskilling, reskilling, these are often seen as short-term processes. But what should they be? How do you envisage this aspect of digital transformation?
How we look at it, maybe for some of the job roles, yes, it could be short-term. But many of the job roles, especially when we look at our focus area in the industry, which is IT and technology, since IT and technology keep evolving at very fast speed, so the skilling or the upskilling, it cannot be short term. It has to be an ongoing process. Maybe how people learn or how you upskill your employee, it might vary, but it has to be long term process. That's how we look at it.